Honda CBF125, 2009 to 2015, review. Honda reliability speaks volumes. The 2009 Honda CBF125, or CBF125, the space is optional, has flown out of showrooms since its introduction, so much so that dealers complain of not being able to get hold of them quickly enough, and we're not surprised. It's a Honda, it's good looking, it's cheaper to run than catching a bus, it may be the only transport you need, and it costs just a shade over £2,000 on the road brand new, with far cheaper bikes available on the second-hand market. It's even been described as fun. The only question seems to be, why doesn't everyone have one? It's a cheap-ass chips replacement for the venerable CG125 and offers the same kind, dependable utilitarian transport but with a dash of style. Ride quality and brakes. The CBF125's handling and brakes, drum rear and single disc front, are the right side of competent. For half-hour rides it's as comfortable as almost any bike, but on longer trips your backside will pay a price for the cheap and cheerful twin rear shocks, especially on the motorway. In town you may be reminded of a rocking horse when switching between braking and accelerating in stop-start traffic. Engine. The CBF's 124.7 cubic centimeters 4-speed fuel-injected single is squarely aimed at delivering fuel economy rather than thrills. With a top speed of around 65 miles per hour, it's up to motorway use, but you might not want to make a habit of it. Honda claimed 11 brake horsepower, one more than its closest rival, Yamaha's YBR125. In reality there's nothing between the two in performance. In an MCN test, neither could pass the other flat out. Reliability and build quality. At this price something has to give. So perhaps it's not surprising, if disappointing, that the finish on the exhaust doesn't seem fit to last. An MCN test bike was showing rust after a few weeks of winter use. We have also heard people unsatisfied with the longevity of that matte black finish. Plastics are flimsy, with easily broken grommets. If the CBF has inherited anything from the CG125, reliability shouldn't be an issue. Value versus rivals. The CBF125's closest rival is the Yamaha YBR125. The Honda comes with a fairing while the YBR is naked, but the YBR has a rack, arguably more important on this kind of bike, and the CBF doesn't. Fuel economy figures don't help. Honda claims 134 miles per gallon for the CBF, but it managed an actual 87.5 miles per gallon in MCN tests, while the YBR returned 87.3. In the end, superior styling makes the CBF seem like a better overall package per dollar, while both bikes offer economy levels to put public transport to shame. Equipment. The CBF is all about providing only what you need for the cheapest possible price. In equipment terms, that means numbers around the edge of the speedometer dial indicating what gear you should be in instead of a rev counter. You do get a fuel gauge, though. If you start with a brimmed tank, you'll have about a third left by the time it says half.